Number 27 on the pre-calc final exam review. Classic problem. A farmer has 308 meters of fencing available to enclose a rectangular portion of his land. One side of the rectangle being fenced lies along a river, so only 3 sides require fencing. First part, express the area A of the rectangle as a function of x, where x is the length of the side parallel to the river. Okay, so an expression for area. Now because we're dealing with rectangles, we know the area is equal to the length times the width. So we need to come up with our function. Well, I have a river drawn here, and now let's draw in our rectangular fencing. So again, I only need 3 sides per the problem, and this part right here tells me that this side is going to be x. So our length is equal to x. But I also need to have an expression for w. Now the problem tells me I have a total of 308 meters of fencing. And since I know that this side and this side have to be equal to each other, what I can do is take the fencing I started with, and I can subtract what I used already, which is this x, and that gives me the fencing I have left. But because I need to cut into 2 equal pieces, I'm going to divide by 2. So my width is going to be 308 minus x divided by 2. So the answer to part A, my equation for the area, is going to be x times 308 minus x divided by 2. So I can go ahead and distribute that x through. I get 308x minus x squared over 2. I go and divide by 2 and rearrange a little bit. I get area is equal to negative 1/2 x squared plus 154x. Okay, so that's my answer to part A. Part B, for what value of x is the area largest? Well, that means I want to maximize my area, and at this point I need to recognize that this function is a quadratic function because of this x squared right here. And the graph of a quadratic function is a parabola. And because my a here is negative, that means my parabola is going to open down. It's going to be a sad face parabola, which means I'm going to have a maximum at the vertex. And to find the x coordinate of the vertex, I use the formula x equals negative b over 2a. So now I plug in. So I have negative 154, because there's my b, over 2 times a, which is negative 1/2. That's the leading coefficient here. And I simplify. So I have negative 154 over 2 times negative 1/2 is negative 1. That means my x coordinate is 154. So that means the length of the fence that maximizes my area is going to be 154 meters of fence.